To determine a renovation in the beginning of your real estate journey, coming up with simple math and knowing what things cost is extremely complicated, confusing. I know it took me a while to figure it out, but I broke it down into 3 tiers, which is extremely easy to understand. And I'm gonna put a little bit of math next to it, okay? The math I'm gonna do is give you a range. So if you ever walk property and look at these things, it's common sense of eyeballing what you're looking at. So if I'm looking at the electric box and it looks clean, we can go through a range of numbers. There is a spreadsheet I use, which would be able to break it down by the 3 different tiers of what the renovation would cost. So for me, if I'm doing fast renovation math, there's 3 tiers. It's clean, you have to stop and think about it, or it's a complete mess, okay? One specific item which I would put into a fast renovation math would be an electric panel and the wires that are coming out of the panel. When you're in the basement and looking at the panel, the first thing I would look at is the panel closed? The circuit breakers are not exposed, okay? The wires that are coming out of it, do they look like new wires? If they look new and the box looks new, it's latched in, to me it's clean, it's simple. You understand that there may or may not be a repair cost. If it's clean, the math I would use is between $0 and $1,000 is a budget, okay? Now you have a budget for electric by something that simple. You have to think about it, okay? Say the electric panel looks new. There's about 5 or 6 lines that you see that look a little shoddy or outdated. They may not make you feel good and warm and fuzzy inside. It would fit into this box of you have to think about it, okay? The think about it box is between $2,000 and $3,000. $2,000 to $3,000, just thinking about it. This is a great way to get you through putting numbers down on a reno to start fine tuning it over time. You gotta start somewhere. So this is the best way to start, okay? Next one is it's a mess. So back to the electric box. If you see the cover of the panels off and there's just a bunch of metal wires, or you see a copper line hanging, and then it looks like an octopus tentacles going everywhere and it's a nest of wires, it's gonna fit into a mess box, okay? So a mess box is gonna be between $5,000 to $8,000, because this is gonna be the highest level of renovation for the electric, okay? Now, if you use this simple concept of looking through each line item, which is important, which I would say would be always starting with mechanicals of the electric, plumbing, HVAC. Those are the 3 biggies. If you use this, you'll be able to come up with a formula of, all right, these are where typically the most expensive costs come from in the purchase of a home, and are they in this range? Then you start peeling off the rest of the house and putting things in certain positions. But for the short term, to feel comfortable, and it's gonna give you confidence, looking at a home in these 3 contexts. But start easy, start simple, go with the mechanicals, and use something of this nature. You can even color code a Excel spreadsheet with a checkbox of clean, think about it, a mess. Use your own words. And inside of those, you can put a formula, preset a formula for yourself. And then if you want to do electrical, plumbing, HVAC, carpentry, windows, you can get fancy with it. And then it'll slowly start punching out numbers. And then you'll know, okay, this is the renovation cost. And you'll be able to start working, knowing numbers of what you need to buy the house for. But knowing the renovation is very important. And over time, you'll be able to really grasp it down to the dollar, to the thousands of dollars. But in the beginning, keep it easy, keep it simple, don't overcomplicate it.